Las Vegas. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader, teams went 43-6 while he was in college, has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw taken past the boundary, and it's 4th.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good. Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, 33 yards. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Falcons! From a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. DeAndre Carter back deep. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Running the slant, that's Hooper. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll set up a throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, nice move. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact. And the next-gen stat shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Garoppolo on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. 29 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A gain of 15. And the Falcon first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Miller, an 8-yard pickup. First down, 7.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second and 3. It's caught. It's Miller. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got his man, it's London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jet sweep. Here's London. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Scotty Miller from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So now Ritter and the Falcons down 24-14. A minute 56 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there, and now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The first down pass. The fake to Kyle Pitts. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's complete. It's Miller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
No timeouts left. That's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And you look back on the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.